This particular table summarizes the differences between supervised and unsupervised machine learning, such as, let's say, supervised machine learning algorithms, they are trained using labeled data, whereas unsupervised machine learning algorithms, they are trained using unlabeled data. Supervised machine learning algorithms, they generally take direct feedback to check if it's predicting, if its predictions are correct or not, whereas unsupervised machine learning model doesn't take any feedback. Supervised machine learning model predicts the outcome, whereas unsupervised machine learning algorithm, it tries to identify the patterns in the data. That's the major goal, and then predict the outcome by clustering into the different groups. In supervised machine learning, the data, input data, is provided to the model along with the output, right? As the labels we used to say, that's, let's say, this is the inputs as a square, and then, I mean, this is the input with 4 facets and it is known as square. That's the outcome also. Like preparing for the exam, we have the question, this is the answer, we prepare. We have the question, this is the answer, we prepare. That's how supervised machine learning works. Where in unsupervised machine learning, only input data is provided to the model, no labels. The goal of supervised machine learning is to train the model so that it can predict the outcome when it is given a new data. Whereas the goal of unsupervised machine learning is to find the hidden patterns and useful insights from the unknown data set. Supervised machine learning needs supervision to train the model, whereas unsupervised machine learning does not need any supervision to train the model. Supervised machine learning can be categorized into the classification and regression problems, whereas unsupervised machine learning can be classified into the clustering and association problems. Supervised machine learning can be used for those cases where we know the inputs as well as corresponding outputs nicely in advance. Unsupervised machine learning can be used for those cases where we have only input data and no corresponding output data is available to us. That means the knowledge is limited, the patterns are unknown, and we wanted machine to be identifying the patterns at its own and segregate the data. Supervised machine learning model produces an accurate results than unsupervised machine learning models, because during the supervision with the labeled data sets, it can accurately identify that that's going to be the outcome. Whereas here we are more focused on identifying the pattern with an acceptable accuracy. Supervised machine learning is not close to the true AI, as in this particular form, we first train the model on each data and then only it can predict the outcome. So we need the labeled data set. Whereas unsupervised machine learning is more closer towards the true AI, because it tries to mimic the human intelligence based on the experiences, identifying the patterns and predicting the outcome. Right? It includes various algorithms such as let's say linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machine, multi-class classification, etc., decision trees, etc. Whereas in unsupervised machine learning, it includes like a clustering, KNN, a priori algorithms, etc. These are the major differences between unsupervised and supervised machine learning.